Hey everyone, welcome back to our online IELTS lesson. In this lesson we're going to talk about reading, and we will learn how to deal with one of the types of the questions in reading. So if you're ready, let's begin. The type of question for today is a short answer question. Next we're going to take a look at a sample paper and we will go through it step by step. So here is the questions for the following small passage. We're going to see it later. Now, before we check the reading passage, let's take a look at the questions. So always before we get down to read the questions, we have to check the instructions first. So here the instruction says choose no more than 3 words or a number from the text for each answer. So the word limit for these questions, for these answers, are 3 words. Now, while we're checking the questions, the main thing that we need to think about is the keywords. So as you can see, I've highlighted the keywords here. Now let's read the questions one by one and pay close attention to the keywords I've highlighted. Question number 1. What is the African rhinoceros compared to? So the keywords here are African rhinoceros compared to. Question 2. Which type of rhino fell in number to below 100? Number 3. What percentage of black rhinos had been illegally killed by 1992? Number 4. How have the criminals improved their success? So the keywords here are criminals improved their success. Once we underline the keywords, we need to think about potential synonyms or some kind of paraphrasing that happened in the questions. So if we look at the keywords here, I've noted down some synonyms to these words in our questions here, and there are some paraphrases as well. For example, the word compared to can be replaced by words like, similar to, or looks like, and the word in the second question, which is below 100, could be replaced by under than 100, or less than 100, or fewer than 100. The word illegally, we can use some other words instead of illegally, which is criminally, against the law, extrajudicially. So the rest of the words you can actually check by yourself. Remember, knowing more synonyms, and if you're good at dealing with paraphrases, this makes the reading very easy for you. Now let's move on. Here is the passage, reading passage. As you can see, it's not very big. Now the main thing we need to do is to skim read the article. The title is The Endangered African Rhino. Now let's skim read the title first. Alright, let's reread the question number 1, then look for the synonyms from the passage. Question number 1. What is the African rhinoceros compared to? So if we check the first line of the text, it says the rhinoceros is Africa's armored giant, like a tank on legs, and has been on our planet for millions of years. So here, after the hyphen, you can feel the comparison. Here it says rhinoceros is Africa's armored giant. It looks like a tank on legs, like a tank on legs. So earlier we checked that the word compare to could be replaced with like. So the correct answer here is like a tank, or a tank is also acceptable. But like a tank on legs is not acceptable because it exceeds the word limit. Let's try question 2. Which type of rhino fell in number to below 100? So the answer is in paragraph 2. It says, but the southern white rhino is a conservation success story. It's been helped back from under 100 in 1895 to over 20,000 in the wild today. So the words that replace the words from the reading text that replace the statement are here: southern white rhino in under 100. In the question it was below 100. So the question was which type of rhino fell in number to below 100. The type of rhino here is southern white rhino. The answer contains 3 words, so we don't really have to worry about the word limit here. Next, question number 3. What percentage of black rhinos had been illegally killed by 1992? So here in this question we should remember that we're going to look for black rhinos, not white rhinos. Now if we look at the reading passage, here I've highlighted the words. Here comes the word black rhino. For the black rhino, the worst period was between 1970 and 1992, when around 96% of them were lost to wide-scale poaching. So if we take a look back at our question, it was what percentage of black rhinos had been illegally killed. So we should find the percentage of rhinos that was killed in 1992. So the percentage here is 96. 96% of them were killed at that time. Question number 4. How have the criminals improved since their success? So the answer is in the last paragraph of the text. Poaching, so let's start from the very beginning. Poaching of rhinos for rhino horn is still a huge threat, and the poachers have got increasingly better equipped. So better equipped is the key word here. In the question it was improved. So the main question word here was how have the criminals improved their success. So you can see the poachers have got increasingly better equipped. Right, so this is a short lesson on short answer questions. I hope this was helpful for you. I'll see you next time with some other good materials, and we'll also learn how to deal with some other types of the questions in the following lessons. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.